What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another adventure here at the Outpost. In today's adventure, we are right back in it with another movie collection. And today, we're dropping into those Fs. We're not going to waste any time. We're just going to hop right into that collection because we got a shitload of movies to get through today, and we don't got a lot of time. So we're just going to jump right off with the epic portion of F. We're starting it off with Face Off, baby. This is a freaking phenomenal movie, man. John Woo really knew how to ramp up the action. We're gonna take his face off. This is one of the best action movies around. You need to watch it. The Faculty is a really good horror movie. I like this movie a lot. Robert Rodriguez directed, actually. I didn't know that. I watched this when I was a kid. I didn't sleep for like 2 days. It was great. And then we got Fahrenheit 9/11. I remember watching it. Couldn't tell you anything else. Wait, put those away. Rocking and rolling. We got a solid little rom-com, Failure to Launch. It's pretty solid. We've got Fallen with Denzel Washington. This is a neat little crime thriller, back when he was still cutting his teeth. It gets weird. You should watch it if you like weird. We've got Falling Down. This is a wild fucking movie. You cannot make this movie today, I don't think. The media will be up in arms. Fame, never seen it. We've got The Family Stone. I do not like this movie. It's like one of those just family drama movies. It's like I'm not a big fan of that genre. We've got The Fan. This is a neat little action movie. Wesley Snipes, Robert De Niro. De Niro gets way too invested in Wesley Snipes' career and starts doing some shady shit. And we got Fanboys. This is a decent movie. I've seen it. Couldn't really tell you a lot about it. I remember I enjoyed it. We've got Fantasia and Fantasia 2000. I fucking love the first one, Fantasia. I used to get high and watch the movie all the time. It's fucking incredible. Fantasia 2 is not terrible. It's just nowhere near the heights of the first one. So I don't even really bother with it. We've got the first Fantastic Four in this neat little cover. It's a garbage movie. And then we've got its sequel, Rise of the Silver Surfer. Also a garbage movie. We've got the Fantastic Mr. Fox. This is a neat little stop-motion movie. I'm not the biggest fan of Wes Anderson, but this movie definitely has some moments that I was really enjoying it. Far and Away. This movie's really good. I watched this in high school in our film class. And I actually really enjoyed it. It gets shit on a lot. I mean, Tom Cruise definitely has a questionable accent throughout most of the movie, but it's really entertaining. I actually like the movie a lot. Then we got Far From Heaven. This is a very difficult movie to watch. It's on the subject matter, very heavy for its time. Actually, I like this movie a lot. Julianne Moore, Dennis Haysbert, Dennis Quaid, everybody's really freaking good in it. Oy. We've got Fargo. This movie is amazing. I think this was the first Coen Brothers movie I'd ever actually seen. And I didn't even know who they were at the time when I saw it. I just saw this movie and I was like, this movie's awesome. Frances McDormand, phenomenal. Spicoli, baby. Great fucking movie. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I fucking love this movie. This and Dazed and Confused are they're just such good of the era movies. I can watch these movies over and over again. We got Fat Albert. It's fucking terrible. We got Fatal Attraction. This movie is wild. Glenn Close is freaking so good in this movie. So is Michael Douglas. This movie is freaking batshit crazy. Father Goose. Cary Grant classic. Haven't seen it yet, though. We've got Father of the Bride and Father of the Bride Part 2. These are fine little, comedies. Couldn't tell you much about them. I know I've seen them. It's par the course for a lot of these movies. Well, I saw those movies when I was a kid, so I don't really rewatch movies too often unless they're really, really freaking good. So it's just one of them. The Fault in Our Stars. My girlfriend made me watch this movie. It's not terrible. It's fine. It feels a little too over manipulative for me in the sense of it's trying to make you cry and feel emotions, and it's just be a little bit more subtle. Oh, this is moved. This is weird movie. Fear. Marky Mark really puts in a very wild performance in this movie. Actually, I like that movie a lot, though. It's actually really entertaining. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. This movie is a fucking acid trip. We've got Fearless with Jeff Bridges. Never seen it. We've got Feast of Love. Never seen it. And then we got Fever Pitch. It's a fine little rom-com. We've got Fiddler on the Roof. Never seen it. Got The Fifth Element. It's a solid little movie. I watched it a bunch when I was a kid, and then never watched it since then. So couldn't tell you anything about it, except it's sci-fi. Fight Club. I mean, I can't talk about it. It's the first one. The Fighter. This is a really good fucking movie. I love this movie. Christian Bale especially is just absolutely phenomenal in it. We've got Final Analysis. This is a really good film noir. I actually really enjoy this movie a lot. Richard Gere is really good in it. We've got Final Destination. We've got Final Destination 2. We've got Final Destination 3. And we've got The Final Destination. I know that there's one more, I think, but I never got that one. The first one is really freaking good. I actually like the first three. I think they all have their moments in them that are like really good, even though they're all essentially the same fucking movie. They're all like they each have their moments. It was really only the fourth one that I was like, we're done here, and then I never saw the fifth one. So I don't know. Maybe if they put out like a Final Destination collection on like 4K or some shit like that, I'll get that, but not like racing to go do it. We've got one of my favorite Pixar movies, Finding Nemo. This movie is absolutely fucking incredible. I know what you're thinking. Where's Finding Dory? We'll get there. We got Finding Neverland. Fucking, this movie is so good. Johnny Depp, Kate Winslet, two of my favorites in the game. This is just such a like heartwarming movie. I love it. I gotta rewatch the movie. Actually, I haven't seen that movie in a while. We got Firebirds. Never seen it. We got Fired Up. This movie is actually really funny. It's a really dumb comedy, but I fucking love it. That movie cracks me up. We got Firefox with Clint Eastwood. This is definitely on the lower end of his movies. I was not the biggest fan of it. We've got this movie Firestorm. Never seen it. We got Firewall, Harrison Ford, Paul Bettany. It's a solid little like crime movie. Not great, not terrible. It's just a movie I've seen. Got a great Tom Cruise movie, The Firm. Tom Cruise, Gene Hackman. This movie is really freaking good. We got First Daughter. My girlfriend actually made me just watch this not too long ago. And looking at it now, I did not even see that. Directed by Forrest Whitaker. Wow, I did not see that coming. That movie's pretty terrible. The First Deadly Sin, never seen it. We got First Night. This is actually a really good Camelot movie. Richard Gere, Sean Connery, really freaking good in it. Got Jackie Chan's First Strike. This movie is so freaking good. I am such a Jackie Chan fan. All of his movies are just so fucking wild. And this is one of the, I think this is the one that has this really good ladder stunt work in it. That's just like it's got to be seen to be believed. He's just so fucking good. And we got The First Wives Club. Never seen it. We got The Fisher King. Never seen it. I do really want to watch that movie though. The 5-Year Engagement. I like this movie. Definitely not nearly hits the levels of Forgetting Sarah Marshall, but this movie's still super enjoyable. We got Flags of Our Fathers. It's a really solid Clint Eastwood movie. Directed, he's not starring in it, but that's a solid war movie right there. And then we got Flamingo Kid. Never seen it, but it's about hanging out in the Hamptons. We got Fled, Lawrence Fishburne, one of the Baldwins. This movie is really terrible. Not good. Flesh and Bone. Never seen it. We got Fletch. It's a really dumb fucking comedy, but I love it. We got Flight of the Intruder. Never seen it. We got Flight of the Phoenix, the remake. I remember seeing this movie in theaters, really liking it. Never watched it again. Don't really remember much about it. Maybe a rewatch. We got Flight Plan. This is a solid little thriller. Not great, but I mean, it's got Sean Bean in it. So yeah, we'll watch it. The Flintstones. This movie. This nostalgia plays a heavy love for me for this movie. John Goodman, so great. Man. Flubber, nostalgia again. This is another very entertaining movie to me. Then we got Fly Boys. This movie's terrible. We got Fool's Gold. This is another terrible movie. We got Footloose, the original. Kevin Bacon, classic. John Lithgow, come on. We got For a Few Dollars More, one of the best westerns ever made. Clint Eastwood, Sergio Leone. That's all you need to know. We got For Love of the Game. This is an underrated sports movie. Now, you don't really hear a lot about it from people whenever they start talking about great sports movies, but this one definitely up there. Really freaking good. Directed by Sam Raimi, too, so it's very out of the box for him. But Kevin Costner is just so freaking good in it. You got For Your Eyes Only. This isn't okay. This is one of the better Roger Moore ones. It's more the I think that's one of the few semi-serious ones. It's all right. It's towards the bottom of the barrel for me. The Forbidden Kingdom. Never seen it. We got Forces of Nature. It's a romantic comedy. I know I've seen it. Couldn't tell you anything about it. We got Forget Paris. Never seen it. We've got The Forgotten. Never seen it. We got Fort Apache. Solid John Wayne movie right there. Can't go wrong with a John Wayne movie. We got Four Brothers. This movie's actually this movie is way better than I thought it was going to be. I remember when the first time I watched it, I was like, it'll probably be okay. It actually turned out to be really freaking good. Four Christmases. Fucking terrible. We've got The Four Feathers. Never seen it. We got Four Weddings and a Funeral. This movie is actually really freaking funny. It's got that really good dry British humor in it that just really works. We got The Fox and the Hound. Freaking great Disney movie. Absolutely heartbreaking. We got Fracture. Never seen it. And we got Frailty. Never seen it. We've got the original Frankenstein. Never seen it. We got Harrison Ford, Frantic. This is a great movie. It's a really good thriller. The only downside is it's directed by Roman Polanski. Fuck you, bro. We got Free Willy, man. It's a fucking classic. I used to watch this all the time as a kid. I actually haven't seen it in a very long time, so it might be time. I have to get back in there. We watch Free Willy. I don't have the sequels. I did when I was a kid. I had them on VHS. Well, I didn't throw away my VHSs. Would have been a nice thing to have added to the collection right now. What could have been? Freedom Writers. Never seen it. The French Connection. Movie's fucking phenomenal. This has one of the best car chases I've ever seen put to film. Gene Hackman, really freaking good in it. Same with Roy Scheider from Jaws. Just really freaking good movie. French Kiss. It's a solid little romance movie. Kevin Kline. Meg Ryan. Couldn't think of her name for a second. It's solid. We got Frenzy. Never seen it. We got Frequency. This movie is so fucking good. This is a movie that's slept on, I think, by a lot of people. This is a really good science fiction movie. If you like time travel movies, if you like science fiction, definitely check out Frequency. Fucking classic, baby. Friday, man. This movie is so fucking funny. I love this movie. Really, I don't have any of the other Friday movies. Even though I don't hate them, I enjoy the other ones as well. That one's always been the only one I've ever actually owned. Maybe one day we can rectify that. We got Friday Night Lights. This is a solid movie. I've never seen the TV show. I've only ever seen the movie. And it's solid. It's a solid little sports flick. Got the first Friday the 13th. Some fucking classic slasher right there. And then we've got the remake of Friday the 13th. It's not terrible. It's all right. Not the worst, not the best. It's a movie I've seen. Fried green tomatoes. This is what we used to refer to each other as when we were high. I'm fried green tomatoes, baby. It's fucking stupid, I know, but I'm stupid at times. I've never actually seen the movie, though. I hear it's really good, though, so I definitely do have to check it out at some point. We got Friends with Benefits. It's a solid little rom-com. We got Friends with Money. Never seen it. We've got, oh boy, hold on. I gotta grab the other one here. We've got From Dusk Till Dawn. From Dusk Till Dawn 2. And From Dusk Till Dawn 3. I've only ever seen the first one. I'm pretty sure these two are direct to DVD, so I think it just came in like a pack, all three of them. So I've never really had any interest in watching these other ones. This one, it's pretty solid. It's not terrible. It's a good little genre B movie. We got From Hell with Johnny Depp, Heather Graham. It's a solid little horror movie. From Here to Eternity, one of the classic movies that I haven't seen. We've got From Russia with Love. This is one of my favorite James Bond movies. Honestly, it might be my favorite. I'll have to rank them up at some point. Maybe with No Time to Die coming out, I'll rank up all my James Bond movies. But this one definitely might be the head of the pack. This movie's so freaking good. The fight scene on the train with what's his name from Jaws is so fucking good. This movie is phenomenal. We got Frost Nixon. I actually just watched this as part of my A to Z challenge, so we'll wait until that video for my thoughts on that movie. We got The Fugitive. This is a fucking great movie. I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. Great fucking movie. Full Metal Jacket. This is a solid little war movie. I definitely don't like it as much as people do and rave about it. It's all right for me. I really just like the first half is like really good. Just watching Arlie Emery just shit on people for like the first half of that movie. We got The Full Monty. This is a solid little movie. Got Fun with Dick and Jane. It's a solid little comedy. And we got Funny People. I hated this movie when it came out. Never watched it again. Probably never will. Just not a fan. And then finally, in the last of our DVDs is FX. Never seen it. Kicking off the Blu-ray pile, we got Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. I like the first one. I like all the stuff with him just going around searching for the Fantastic Beasts. Like, all that shit's hilarious, and I really enjoyed it. Every time they started to get, like, serious and they switched to what's-his-name doing, like, really goth emo shit, I was like, this movie sucks. This whole movie just blows. Like, J.K. Rowling really fell off by this point. She just doesn't know what she's doing anymore. And I'm not looking forward to the third one at all. I think they just announced the title, The Secrets of Dumbledore. Just who cares? Faster with The Rock. This is actually one of my favorite Rock movies. This is back when he would still do these more dark, violent movies. And this one's really good. One of my favorite movies from earlier in the year, The Father. This movie is fucking trip. It's so good. It's phenomenal. 50 Shades of Grey. Don't ask. I've never seen it. We got Finding Dory. This movie's adorable. This is just like quintessential Pixar. Like they could do shit like this in their sleep. It's so good. Finding Forrester. Never seen it. Got The Finest Hours. This is actually a really solid movie. I wasn't expecting much from it. I missed it in theaters and then bought it on Blu-ray. And actually really enjoyed this movie. Solid cast, solid story. It's a decent movie. And then First Man is a really good movie. Probably my least favorite Damien Chazelle movie, but I mean, like, the dude just pumps out incredible movie after incredible movie. So even though this one's in third place, it's still really fucking good. We got Fist Fight. This is a really dumb comedy, but I enjoy it. Charlie Day is so funny. We got 5 Feet Apart. It's fine. Flight. This movie is really freaking good. One of Denzel Washington's like best performances. This movie, oh my god, so good. The original Fly. Never seen it. We got my favorite movie from 2019, Ford v Ferrari. I fucking love this movie. This is one of those movies that, like, it's just such a good background movie. Like, you could put it on and, like, you're just doing laundry or some shit, and it's in line with me with, like, movies like Tombstone, where it's like I could watch it, love it. The second it ends, you could put it right back on, and I'll watch the entire movie and love it again as if it's the first time I'm watching it. That's how good this movie is. It is so rewatchable. We got Forgetting Sarah Marshall. This is one of my favorite comedies. This movie is so funny. Jason Segel is a goddamn treasure, man. And then we got The Founder with Michael Keaton, all about the shithole that is McDonald's. This is a really good movie. Really fucked up, too, when you think about, like, what that guy did to the people, the creators of McDonald's. Messed up, man. We got Foxcatcher. Really good performances in this movie, but this movie bored me to tears. It is just fucking so slow and brutal at times. Was not for me, but the performances in it are really, really good. Frank is a weird fucking movie, but it's enjoyable. I enjoyed it. We got Freaky. This is a silly little movie. This is a solid movie to put out in 2020 to help kind of like try and bring people back to the theaters. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's just there, man. It's a movie you've seen. We got Free Birds. This movie is really silly. I actually like it. Even though I know it's dumb, it still hits all the sweet spots for me. Free Fire. Freaking love this movie. Look at this cast. Insane cast, and it's pretty much just about a drug deal gone wrong, and it just leads into like a firefight. It's so freaking fun. The characters in it are great. It's a very great movie if you haven't seen it. We've got the original Frozen. Not the biggest fan of the Frozen series. It's alright. Never really been my style, but I do understand how huge it is for people. People fucking love it. I don't have the second one yet. I keep wanting to buy it, but the 4K at Target has never dropped in price at once. It's been $35. Like, just, it's so annoying. Like, just drop that shit so I can get it. And then last in the Blu-ray pile is Fury. This is a great war movie. David Ayer, great. All the stacked cast in it too. You got Brad Pitt, John Bernthal, Michael Pena, Shia LaBeouf, Logan Lerman. Like, look at that's a stacked fucking cast right there. Kicking off our 4K pile is we've got the Fast and Furious 8 movie collection. It's got everything from the Fast and the Furious all the way through to the Fate of the Furious. I like some of them. Some of them are okay. Some of them are god fucking awful. My favorite one, I think, out of all of these is probably Fast 5. That one struck the perfect balance of campy and silly, but not too over-the-top ridiculous, whereas the other ones just fell too far into ridiculous. So, yeah. And then we've got the newest one that just came out, Fast 9. I was not a fan of this movie. The campy nature of it isn't terrible, and some of the action's pretty solid, but I really think they fucked up by having John Cena play this really depressing, dour person. Like, John Cena's such a charismatic dude. To have him have no emotion really, like, drained the movie. And every serious scene that Vin Diesel tried to act in was absolutely brutal. We got Field of Dreams. Fucking love this movie. My dad showed me this movie when I was a kid, and I've been in love with it ever since. It's one of my favorite Kevin Costner movies. It's just so good. We got First Blood. Great fucking movie. We got the Forever Purge. This is the Forever Purge. This is alright. I feel like the Purge movies have never really reached their full potential of what the subject matter that he's trying to, like, talk about with the analogies and everything. But this one is definitely one of the better ones. The only one I haven't seen is the prequel, the First Purge. I've seen all the other ones. So this one's probably like, might be, I don't know. I'd have to go through and look. It might be my favorite. It might be my second favorite. I think it's between that and Anarchy, I think is the one. I don't know. And then fucking classic, baby. Forrest Gump. This movie's the best. This movie's so freaking good. There's another movie like Ford v Ferrari, like Tombstone. You can just watch it. It's got such good rewatchability to it. It's just such a great fucking movie. Tom Hanks, man. is an absolute legend. We finish it with 3 steelbooks. We've got the first Fast and the Furious again in this 20th anniversary steelbook. This is a really solid steelbook. I really like the cover of that. That one. It's amazing what that series has turned into. We got Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This is a solid little steelbook. I actually am not the biggest fan of this movie. I don't really like Matthew Broderick that much. And then last but not least, we've got Friday the 13th Part 2. This movie is actually really hilarious. This is the movie, I just saw this movie this year for the first time. I'd only ever seen the original Friday the 13th and then none of the sequels with the exception of Jason X. So watching this one, it was hilarious to see like all of the cliches that movies like Scary Movie would go on to parody in this. Like when the girl is running off into the woods and looking for her dog who's missing and then can't find the dog and just decides to get naked and go swimming, like cracks me up. It's like such a silly thing. Like, I can't find my dog. My dog may be dead. I should get naked and go swimming. Just hilarious. I love it. Thank you, 80s, for silly-ass movies. And that is my F collection. Thank you for sticking by. We're going through all these, watching these movies. Hopefully, as always, you found some movies you've never seen that you're going to check out. You revisited some classics, whatever it is. Just appreciate you being here. Until the next time when we dive into G, I've been TJ, you've been you, and until next time, adventure on.